Hey, what's up, everyone? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. We're coming at you with a super spicy episode 34, and we're recording on Monday, April 1st, 2019. I'm Doug, and joining me today, we got Warren.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And Anita.
Hello.
And as a quick PSA, please like, subscribe, download us, leave us feedback and questions at SojuTalkPodcast@gmail.com, YouTube, Reddit, wherever you are finding us. But before we begin, we got some fan mail this week from Brandon. Yo,
what's good, Brandon?
My guy Brandon here likes the fact that I talk about WIZ ONE, and ironically, WIZ ONE came back this week, so I'm going to talk about it a hell of a lot this week. But we got to get to that eventually. And he also left us a lit question at the end of the pod. Honestly, it's one of my favorite questions. It's about making a fantasy idol group, and it's very difficult.
It's really hard.
But it should be pretty crazy, so you should stick around for that at the end. But let's first get to our big new releases. So we got 5 releases this week. Let's go back to March 26th, Tuesday. We had Park Ji-hoon solo debut with L.O.V.E. On March 27th, Wednesday, we had Pentagon with Shalala and Card with Bomb Bomb. Yesterday, March 31st, Sunday, we had Chen with Beautiful Goodbye. And today, April 1st, we had WIZ ONE with Violeta. Let's go. Okay. But I'll hold off my hype. Let's talk about these other songs, give them some proper consideration. So what did y'all think of Park Ji-hoon's solo debut, L.O.V.E.?
I liked it. It wasn't exactly what I was expecting. But I think it's a good start.
I'm going to say,
Okay.
I don't know if this is a hot take or not. I like the music video maybe more than the song.
Oh, I know what you mean. I don't know if I quite agree. Because here's the thing, right? The song felt, for the lack of a better description, it felt like I've heard this before. You know what I mean?
You know, I sort of get what you're saying. Like my biggest problem with the song is I think Park Ji-hoon is a good idol, right? Solid idol, got the looks, got the dance moves,
got everything.
I don't know if he is meant to be like a solo artist at this point though. Like I see Park Ji-hoon in my head more as like the center kid of an idol group with some other kids next to him. That's how I see him.
What company is he from?
Maru, if I remember correctly. Okay. It's not a big company, so that's why they're pushing him solo. I get it, right? The popularity's there. One just broke up. They got to strike while the iron's hot, and I think I think they will eventually put him in a group. That's at least what I think they should do. But for me, overall, the song, I think it was a solid solo debut song, but I don't think it's anything that's gonna like catapult him into like top tier, right?
Yeah.
That being said, I thought it was the filming location. I am assuming it was some kind of like chateau in France or something, right?
Yeah, somewhere European.
Like it, yeah.
That was really cool. And also, shout out to the company choosing to have multiracial backup dancers. That was pretty cool too.
Yeah.
I was down for that. I like some diversity in my K-pop music videos, but yeah, for me overall, I would say this is good, but not tremendous. I don't know. Anita, are you around that feeling too, or did you like this more than I did?
Like I said, I feel like it wasn't what I was expecting, but it was. I saw the teaser, and I guess I had a feeling that it wasn't going to be. I was hoping he would do more, like an upbeat song. I didn't think he would go this slow, but I mean, it's a good start. I listened to the rest of the album, and I'll mention another song that I liked, but I think it's alright.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be upbeat with more dancing because that's his thing. That's what I thought.
Showcasing his dancing is what I wanted.
Warren, all right. Warren, you got a hot take, or were you just kind of lukewarm on this?
Oh no, I was kind of quiet because I kind of agree with everything you guys were saying for one.
Wow.
The thing is
rare.
I do remember though, because I was watching the music video, right? And after that comes up the credits.
That song.
The credits song was better.
Yes, I love that song.
Okay, I'm not okay.
No. Okay, so I normally listen to K-pop. I got 2 monitors here. I normally I was like playing a game, and I had the music videos for this week running on the other monitor. And then the song switched, and I'm like, are we on Pentagon? What is this? And it was like the credits of his song.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know what song that was, Anita?
It's called The Beginning of ... It's
okay. Maybe I gotta check that one out.
Yes.
No, I can't believe we all had that same realization. That's really funny. All right, but I think that's enough of Park Ji-hoon. Let's move on to Pentagon's Sha-La-La. Anita, you're a bit of a Pentagon fan, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
So what is your reaction to this one?
I feel like I watched it with the music video a couple times, and I think I need to like separate like the song from the music video because the music video is so distracting. I feel like I can't remember the song like after I watch it because there's so much going on.
There was a lot of computer graphics that didn't need to be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't know why that decision. I was a bit distracted by this too. I thought
it's kind of like the aesthetic, right? It's kind of
Yeah.
like the vapor future wave retro funk kind of vibe, you know? Like it's the aesthetics kind of vibe, and I kind of get what they're going for it. I kind of get what they're trying to do. I was just like,
I thought it was a little heavy-handed though.
it is a little.
Yeah,
too
I
much.
agree.
Yeah.
Overall though, I do think Pentagon is heading in the right direction. I don't know if they're rising up as quickly as I think they should. I think they should be rising up quicker than this. And
I agree.
I'm not super concerned for them because I know that the talent's there, but at the same time, it's not like NCT or Stray Kids is going anywhere, right? That's like their competition. And and like last week, Stray Kids had a banger, right? And I wouldn't consider this a banger. I would consider this a very good song. So
Yeah.
it's tough, I would say, for them because I'm gonna call them mid-high tier, right? They're not top tier yet, but they're all in that range trying to fight. I think NCT is top tier at this point. Honestly, Stray Kids is still in the mid-high tier with them. It's like a vicious battle right now, like up there, and you got to come with like fire every single time to separate yourself. I don't know if this is it though.
I was kind of excited for this comeback, right? Because Pentagon really wasn't under my radar until the whole scandal happened. And then I realized, Edon was the one writing all these songs with like sometimes with this guy Flo or Hui in the group, right? And then now that Edon's not there, I was like, oh, what's gonna happen now? I'm really curious. And then Han Yohan from Just Music,
Yep.
and Minute, who is like good friends with Gary Boy, those two wrote the song together with Hui. And I was like, okay. I was kind of worried because those two kind of tend to make music that's not really my flavor kind of music. It tends to be like something that was around like 2 years ago, but that didn't really seem like it happened this time. So I was like, you know.
So here's some comparison on the views, right? So Shine, which came out about a year ago, right? That song has 134 million views. That's a lot of views, right?
It's a bop.
That's a lot of views.
This song has been out about 5 days. It's not even at 2 million yet. That's not a great sign, is what I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if like Shine was pre Edon Hyuna, I believe.
Yeah. Well, it was released and then everything came out. So
yeah, it sucks because like it seems like that scandal did, I would say, slow their momentum a little. I think that's objective. It's tough though because they're clearly good. It's just scandals really affect groups hard.
Yeah.
But I think this should be good for them. I think it's definitely a step in the right direction, and we'll have to see what their future releases. All right, next one. Card Bomb Bomb. Yo.
Oh boy.
This is my track, yo.
Oh boy.
What? This was awesome. At least I thought it was.
I like the energy. I feel like
Same.
Card is always really hype, never slowing down.
Yo,
So
BM.
I like that.
BM though.
Yes.
That's my dog, yo. PM. Let's get it. That boy was going ham the entire time.
Yeah.
It seems though to me that they really focus on Somin and BM like only. I don't know if that's just my feelings, but Cards is just a weird group in general because like number one, the Monkey in the Room, they're a co-ed group, which is super rare these days.
Yeah.
I know back in the day it wasn't as rare. Like these days it's almost unheard of.
Yeah.
The other thing that's interesting about Card is they're so much more popular outside of Korea than they are in Korea.
Yes.
Because their sound is so Western. Like it's like an American Idol group essentially.
Yes, that's why I was like, this is aight when I first heard it today.
Yeah, because like if there was a semi-popular group in the U.S. who released this would be a banger, right? Top 100 Billboard type thing. But because they're a co-ed group that's supposed to be K-pop themed, it doesn't do that well, right? Domestically in Korea.
Yeah, like the whole concept, the whole like song, it's like it's usually not what people are looking for in K-pop. And I mean, you might like it when you listen to K-pop, but like I usually don't come to K-pop to kind of listen to songs like
Bro, this would be a club banger.
Oh yeah.
This is a club banger. That's kind of what Card is. I'm okay. The one thing I'll credit Card with is this is not as tropical housey as their older stuff.
Yes, please.
Right? This is definitely a little bit of a change for them, which is definitely a positive thing because their like last 4 or 5 songs were all tropical house. Yeah, Ride the Wind, like Hala Hala. Oh my god, they were all the same song. But this is a change. The problem with Card is like I think everyone recognizes that Cards they're decent, right? They're all right. But the problem with that DSP is having is like it's hard to do a co-ed thing in Korea at this point. And I honestly like the song, but I don't think it's a song to make them like get any bigger. Like I don't see this dominating the charts or anything, which is unfortunate.
I mean, it looks like they're marketing towards the foreign market anyways. So
yeah. I've seen some videos of their concerts in North America and outside of Korea in general. Like I know they go to like Singapore, Taiwan. I'm pretty sure I saw a fan cam of them in Philippines. Like they go hard at their concerts and it's nuts. It's like a party. But
you guys want to know a fun fact about this release?
Oh, hit us with that fun fact.
Guess what label produced this song?
So I'm guessing it's not DSP, right? Because that's their company.
No.
I have no clue.
It's produced by the Black Label.
What?
I know.
What?
I don't know, but I'm looking at the credits and it says produced by the Black Label.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
If this is the way that the Black Label is gonna start to go, that's a very interesting choice, right? Considering
I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Yeah, because the Black Label does have that kind of musical flavor, and they have a good like producer base.
That's really cool, though. That's a cool fact. Thank you, Warren. I like that factoid.
I got you with my cool fact.
All right, let's move on to the ballad section of this week with
yes.
Chen's Beautiful Goodbye. Yo, okay. I need to apologize to EXO fans and Chen fans. I did not realize how good your boy was. Like,
I'll say that too. Yeah.
I don't know why, but for some reason, other than like the main EXO hits, like Ururong, right? Things like that. I never jumped on the EXO train. I don't know. I think they came out at a time where I wasn't really listening to K-pop, so I kind of missed the EXO train. But man, Chen is a good singer. Like I didn't know that.
Yes.
I was surprised how good he was. That boy has some pipes, and I feel very sad that I did not know that previously. Wow, but I'm assuming Anita, you really like this, right?
Yes, I feel like I've been a fan of EXO for a while, and I know that Chen's a really good vocalist, but he gets overshadowed by others that have like more limelight, maybe.
When I think of EXO, like
if
we were to be honest, I think of Dio because he's in acting stuff, right?
Right. Yeah.
And I think of what's his name? Oh, Kai specifically.
Oh, Kai. Yeah, Kai.
And I think of
but I feel like
continue, Anita.
Yeah, I was just gonna say like vocally, I feel like for EXO, because they started as 12, it was kind of like a competition to get in the lines, and I feel like Dio and Bacon were maybe pushed a little bit more.
That's true.
So I don't know. I think it's really nice that he has this. I'm pretty sure he has done other solo stuff, but this one's nice as well. I love the music video. The colors are great.
Oh yeah.
Like I was, as I said, I was utterly shocked at how good he was. I knew he was good, right? EXO kids, they gotta be good, but this was ridiculously good. Like he's like the vocal level if about the same level as like Wendy, and you know how highly I regard Wendy as a K-pop vocalist. They're about the same level of talent, which is through the roof level. And I guess with EXO, because none of their main hits are really vocal songs. Like, there might be a high note, but it's not like they're gonna show off the vocals the whole time. So I guess that's why I probably didn't know of Chen as much, and he isn't really on like as many variety shows as some other people, so
Right. Yeah.
I don't have as much exposure to him. But props to him. I really like this song. I added it to my playlist.
So,
Oh
yeah,
God.
Warren.
Oh God.
That's right. He don't like ballads. I'm sorry, but I got some positive stuff to say
Oh
because
snap.
the music video, was
Right?
the most. It was the most impressing one I've seen this week. Like, because they took such a simple concept, right? Because the whole video is like alive. You know, he's like sitting there with a mic. Somebody's playing pianos. And then you got these like, I don't know, like 50 girls in like just like pink dress just dancing around and walking
They look
around.
like
I'm
forest spirits, straight
Yeah.
up. It was
Yo.
confusing at the
Yeah.
beginning,
No,
but
no,
I
no,
got it at the
it's
end.
desert spirits, not forest.
Oh yeah, desert spirits.
And I was like, yo.
This is one of those
I
songs
can't.
that like transcends K-pop and is more of like an art piece than an actual like K-pop
yeah.
song, which is seems like SM's doing that a lot lately, which I'm kind of okay with. But that's enough of Chen. Let's move on to what I've been waiting for like
boy.
a long time since L.O.V.E and Rose, yo. WIZ ONE's Violeta. Now, this for me is a 12 out of 10 absolute banger of a song.
Wow.
I'm gonna say this hot take: Violeta is better than L.O.V.E and Rose.
I agree.
I also agree. That's not a hot take.
And the thing is, I thought L.O.V.E and Rose. All right, you remember back in the day during the dark era, right? Pre L.O.V.E and Rose, everyone thought number one WIZ ONE was gonna fail, right? They had tons of haters back then. Well, people are liking this song from what I can tell. It is. I think by tomorrow it might all kill the charts. There's a chance of it from what I've been tracking.
All right, buddy. I know you're a fan, but that sounds like some optimism, if you ask me. Like,
I know. We're competing against Taeyeon 4 Seasons here.
you got
tough
Taeyeon
ass.
up here. Yeah.
And we also got Chen's albums doing well. But right now they are number one on Soribara. They Mnet. They're second on Bugs. It might happen. We'll have to see.
It might. Is it third on Melon or like?
Let's see. Melon. It is third right now. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, getting to third on Melon with your second song,
Yeah.
that's something.
So here's one thing. So the second album, right? This one, the pre-order sales were over 200,000, right? So last year,
Holy
WIZ ONE's Color Eyes was the number one selling girl group album with 151,000. So it already beat that.
Shit.
The hype is real. Let's be straight up. So let's go back to the song. This song is, I would say, the best case outcome to follow up L.O.V.E and Rose. This was
Yeah.
ridiculously
Yeah.
good.
That was good.
I think
Not surprised.
who's ever managing them, I know it's like
Off the record.
Off the Record, Stone Music, that whole playlist, they're all kind of involved in this, right?
Yeah.
Whoever is making the song choices to walk the fine line between bubblegum and girl crush is walking that fine line perfectly for this group.
I
would say.
agree perfectly. Yes.
To me, it doesn't even seem like girl crush. It just seems more like I don't know what the term would be. It's
Electronic
like cool,
bubblegum.
like like very chill, very modern feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's like almost elegant.
Yeah. And it's like elegant, but there's house beats a little, and it's like futuristic sounding, but it's still a girl group song. It's a really cool collaboration. But I'm gonna give us some gold stars out for the music video and the kids who I think should get one. My first one, the biggest award should go to Minju in this song. Like,
Yes.
Jesus. Number one, I did not expect Haewon and Minju, the visual line, to get the rapping parts, right? I did not expect, that was out of left field. And I was like, oh yeah, Haewon's rapping. And we all know Haewon, objectively as a WIZ ONE, is probably the least talented or struggles the most to assert herself in the group. So when her rap section came out, so I was like, oh, Haewon's doing it. This is fine. And then Minju started rapping, and then she got the new haircut going on. And there were a lot of solo shots. And the visuals were off the charts. Like, it was bananas. My second gold star goes to An Yujin. They're pushing her really hard.
They are.
Because number one, she has the most, like, I would say she's the most variety ready, if that makes sense. She has good emceeing skills.
Yeah.
She's already one of the MCs on My Little Television too. She's just good on variety, and therefore they got to push her hard. And they gave her the water scene, which I thought could have went to Cheon, but they gave it to her. So that was pretty interesting choice. My last two are more obvious. So Jo Yuri, the main vocalist, she's going to get a lot of screen time. The last one, Sakura, blonde hair. I used to not like it. Now I think it's the best thing that ever happened to her.
It's amazing. I don't know why you never liked it to begin with.
So blonde Sakura is like, gives me life. Let's be straight up here. But overall, your resident WIZ ONE is completely satisfied. 배야 만족합니다. So that's what you used to say to the emperor in Korea when you were like satisfied with his decision. So I am very satisfied with this. I told you I was gonna whip out some Korean during the podcast today.
What kind of dramas are you watching?
Bro, Mr. Sunshine. They said that all the time in there.
Oh my god.
But I want to also say you should go listen to the whole album. It's all actually good. Like I sifted through all of it. They have Korean versions of some of the Japanese songs, the unit songs too.
Oh,
okay.
So they translated them, and then one of the songs, I'm not sure exactly which one, Minju and Hitomi wrote the lyrics, which is interesting. I'm assuming it was mostly Minju. No offense to my favorite Hitomi, but like I don't think her Korean's at the point where she's writing lyrics like by herself. But Minju probably helped her out, so that's another gold star for Minju. But overall, I think you should definitely go listen to Violeta. I'm praying that we're gonna win some music shows next week. We got a little bit of time before Blackpink comes back. We got a short window here, guys. We need to win it. Bro, I've been looking at release dates and like who we're versing on the shows. I think our main competition is third week Mamamoo, which I think is beatable. So
it could happen.
It's looking very possible. I'm not gonna lie.
So we would have to beat third week Mamamoo and second week Stray Kids, but I know that Stray Kids song is a banger, so that's what's getting me a little concerned.
It is.
So we'll have to see what happens. But overall, the reception's been good to this, and I'm glad that both of you like this song, because I was gonna be like, if you don't like this, you're nuts.
Can I just say that I really like how they pronounce the word, because it's not Violeta, it's like Violeta, which is kind of how you say it in Spanish. But yeah, I like.
Also, they have a song that's called like "I Really Like You," right? And you know, sometimes in K-pop you get like the weird Korean L pronunciation, like rookie comes looky, right?
Oh yeah,
Luki.
Yeah,
Luki.
But in that "I Really Like You," there was no it was, as a English speaker, their pronunciation was really good, and I was happy that the label made the decision to make them pronounce it correctly. So shout out to them. But let's move on to those show winners, the thing that's been like racking my brain for the last 24 hours. So the big winners this week were Mamamoo with Go Go Bebe. They won 5 out of the 6 awards, bringing their total to 7 for this song.
Damn.
And this is crazy considering if I remember correctly, all 3 of us were lukewarm to aight on this song.
Yeah.
Yes, I still am.
One thing I want to tell people to go watch the 1 Million Dance Academy Go Go Bebe dance thing with Mina. It was the legitness. Like, it was fuego. Go watch that. And then the other winner this week, Momoland, surprisingly won the show last Tuesday with I'm So Hot. That was surprising to me.
Momoland.
Exactly. That was my reaction too.
All right. I mean, props to them.
Yeah, but it just shows that they still do have residual success, even though overall most people on their song are a little bit lukewarm, I would say. All right, but let's move on to what we're currently listening to. Okay, number 1, obviously, IZ ONE's whole album, right? That's a given. I'm not going to say too much, I already did. Second one, there was an album released by Jang Bom-jun, who was the former main vocalist of Busker Busker.
Right.
My hot take about this album is that it is probably the best album in the last calendar year coming out of Korea. That's my hot take on that album.
Sorry, you cut out. It's the best way.
Best album of the last 12 months coming out of Korea.
Oh, that's a strong statement. It's only got 8 songs.
Every single song on that album is bananas good. It's folky, obviously, right? Busker Busker's a little folky, a little indie sounding, but it's like everything you wish Busker Busker kept producing, even though they didn't, is pretty much this album.
Okay. Here's the thing, I haven't heard it yet. Right, it's been on my to listen list for a while, but my personal issue with Jang Bum-jun is that all the Busker Busker album songs, all the Jang Bum-jun solo stuff, they're all kind of similar sounding.
They are kind of.
And by his solo second album, I was like, this is great, but like, this is too much. Like,
I might have like the rose tinted glasses on because I did not listen to the other albums before this one.
Oh, okay.
So this is my introduction to his solo album discography, so that's why I think I'm so high on it. The other thing I listened to was there was a collaboration by Monster X and Steve Aoki called Play It Cool.
Yes.
It's really good.
I love that song.
I know it's not going to chart in Korea because it's in English, if I remember correctly, but it's a low-key good song. And here's a factoid for all of you. Steve Aoki's dad is the founder of Benihana.
What?
Huh?
Yes, you could look that up. And his sister, Devin Aoki, was in Fast and the Furious too. So that's...
What?
What is his family?
She's a somewhat famous actress. But yeah, so those are my factoids of the week. But Warren, what have you been listening to?
I've been... Let's start with the most famous one, right? Dean, this man, after saying he's gonna drop a music video for like half a year, if not longer, finally dropped his music video for the song They Fly, featuring Holy Brad Museum. So I saw the music. I went and saw the music video. There's clearly a message he's trying to give out. I have no fucking clue what it is.
It's creepy.
It's fucking creepy. I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, it's a good song. So like, I saw the music video once, and I was like, I guess I'm gonna have this on repeat again. So I've been listening to that again. Good song. I mean, at this point, if you haven't listened to it yet, I mean, it's Dean. Who
pissed Dean off, right? Like I saw some of the music video. They were like beating up a car. They were like killing. He got killed, right? Like it was a bit strange, in general. A little too high concept for me.
That whole like video game thing too. I was like, all
Right,
right,
yeah, that's so creepy.
I was like, you trying to make us think, but like I got too much stuff going in my life to like think about a music video like that. So I'm gonna pass. But if you guys have any ideas about what it might mean, leave a comment down below.
Hey.
Smooth, right? All right, next one. My boy, The Quiet. I mentioned him last week. Mentioned him again. There's an album called Q-Day Remixes. There's a he dropped it, I think, like with his like previous birthday or something. And there's a song called Hangang Gang Remix featuring Kugi, Super B, Zenidazilla, and Chang Seok-kun.
Wow.
That's a good lineup.
It is a good lineup. And contrary to what you think, it's not lit. It's not something
really?
Like, it's not fire. It's like there's guitars going.
If I'm thinking of Kugi, Super B, Zenidazilla, that's supposed to be like the litness, right?
No. It's like 7 p.m. like a Thursday kind of evening in Hangang. You're just chilling out. And it's like bam 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 bam. Chill. Sipping on that instant ramen I bought from like the ramen vending machine over there. That kind of
you're
vibe.
hitting all the tropes right now.
It's chill. It's chill. Go check it out. Good stuff. I listen to it when I go to sleep. Good stuff. And lastly, my boy Paul Blanco. Paul Blanco. I mentioned him a couple times in the previous podcast, right? Because he is really, really good friends with Changmo, and one of my favorite rappers nowadays, Uneducated Kid. That's right. Paul Blanco is like good buddies with Uneducated Kid. So you would expect something from Paul Blanco to be some degenerate ass screaming gangsta rap stuff, right? But no. Oh, pianos, soft drums. This guy sings, and I'm like, whoa! Ooh, this is great. You gotta go listen to it. It's great.
Yo,
it's like Dean had a child, and this is Paul Blanco.
Before we move on to an Anita song, I just had something on my screen here. Like, in terms of Blackpink coming back next week, right? They're struggling to sell these tickets for this concert, the concert tour they're doing. Like,
Jesus Christ.
I could get row 3, like the first level of actual seating, not the floor level, right? Not general admission, but like seating third row for $100 $100 like face value right now.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I'm looking at so there's 2 levels of this place, right? So there's floor, there's the first tier, and then there's the upper deck, right? The entire the first tier after the thing, every single section, the last 10 rows are all like empty.
That's so sad.
This is sad. Like,
Why you done fucked?
there's like all of these sections are like 40% open right now.
Yo.
I'm on Ticketmaster, no resell. Like, this is like face value. You could just buy these tickets.
Dude, if I was YG, I would be shitting my fucking pants. Like, they would be wet 24/7 because I'm just like so worried.
And here's the thing:
like,
this is at Prudential Center, which isn't the big places in New York City. It's not in like Madison Square Garden. This is like the smaller hockey arena too. It's not a good look.
That's a problem. Because Blackpink right now is like, besides Winner and Icon,
if their song next week isn't absolute banger, like this is struggle city, right?
When is this show gonna be at?
This show is on May 2nd, so in about
May 2nd.
Let's see. So we're in April, yeah. So it's about a month, and their new song comes out next week. But Anita, what have you been listening? Sorry for the aside. I just thought I had to say something.
It's all right.
That's so sad.
So like I mentioned before, I listened to the full album that Park Ji-hoon released. I think overall I liked the other songs more than his title track.
Oh.
And
boy.
like we mentioned, the outro for the music video, which is the first track of the album, that one was really nice, and that's actually what made me want to listen to the full album. But other than that one, there's another track called Us, and this one is a little bit slower, but it still feels very mellow, but like the melody is really nice. I don't know. It's not upbeat, but it's a good easy listen, I would say. So I would recommend checking that one out. Another group that I've been listening to is Pentagon, and this song that I listened to is kind of one of their older ones. I'm not sure what album it's from, but it's called Think About You. That's the English title. And this one has more of like spring vibes. Like it's more, how would I say it? Like bouncy. Like it's not like a hype track, but I would say it's very upbeat. So really check that one out. And then last one, I came upon this group called One Team, and I think they're pretty new. I don't know much about them, but their song called Vibe is really nice. It has what I would think is the sound that Giddy Boy would have if he made like a song for a boy group. Like it sounds very like K hip hop type, like chill hip hop type of beat.
Fam, say no more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check this shit out.
So
Yeah,
here's some
go listen to
information.
it.
One Team is a 5-member boy group under LiveWorks Company, and they debuted on March 27th. So
yeah. So they're really brand
It just
new.
came out.
Yes, and
Holy
I think two of the members, I don't remember their names, but 2 of them have been in survival shows before.
One of them was on Boys 24, I think.
Right, yeah.
And then I cannot find Mix
Mix
9.
Nine?
Mix 9.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yes.
Mix 9. Yeah, but it's really good. I just happened to come across the music video, but the song is really catchy. I would check out One Team.
Yo, I'm gonna have to go check this out too. This sounds
Yeah.
intriguing.
I don't know about Geary Boy, but I just looked at the credits for this song, and the guy who made this song is the guy who made Fire by BTS. So...
Oh, snap.
It's nothing like. It doesn't sound like fire.
All right. I mean, what Geary Boy did make boy group songs, and I didn't like it, so maybe I'll like this one. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know. I think it sounds nice.
All right, so that has been what we are currently listening to. Let's move on to our news and events from this week. All right, so the first one is some hot takes by the Korean media. So, media reporters begin coining a new era of the Big Four, which excludes YG Entertainment.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh boy.
Okay, so let me read more before we discuss it. So media reports have started to coin a new term, right? So the big three used to indicate Korean music industry leaders, which was SM, JYP, YG. That was any order, right? So now they're coining the new term Big Four. So it contains SM and JYP, so their spots are safe. But replacing YG Entertainment, they're now including Big Hit Entertainment and CJ Entis. Specifically CJ E&M, which is their music company, which consists of Jellyfish, Stone Music, Swing, Amoeba, AOMG, Highlight, Higher Music. Wow. Okay, let's discuss this. Warren, do you think this is a fair thing to do at this point?
It hurts me to say it, but yes.
Really?
Wow.
Because here's the thing, right? Okay. The odd one out here, obviously, is CJ E&M.
Yeah.
Right? CJ doesn't really have, that, brand value that SM or YG or JYP does.
But we got to remember that I think a couple months ago, they formed a collaboration with Big Hit called the Belief Lab, right? So they're going to make a new boy group.
Yeah.
So they're going to have a collaboration group with Big Hit. And also, if we think of CJ, E&M, they're the people making all the produced groups. So that's probably considered into that as well. But
the thing is, they hold so much power because they control Mnet.
They control TV, like literally one of the main K-pop channels.
Yeah.
They control it. It's interesting that a lot of the traditional companies are now absorbing a lot of other companies more than they used to, right? Like SM is buying up people. Clearly, CJ is buying everyone, right? It's a strange twist, but it kind of makes sense to me because then they could all have their own staff, right? It's like smaller companies are easier to run than one huge one. But if we get back to the fact that they've dropped YG, I think it's a little too early to drop them. I think we need to evaluate this more.
Can I make a hot take here?
Oh, make the hottest of takes, please.
Alright. Drop your IP, make it a big two with CJ/Big Hit and SM.
No JYP?
What?
Yes.
What? Why not?
Why?
Because hear me out, right? JYP, great K-pop group. No, sorry, not great K-pop producing company. No doubt on that. They have solid hits. There's absolutely no doubt. But the whole power of the company is right now it's a lot weaker than SM or CJ. Because CJ and SM, they have so much influence. Their influence on TV channels, their influence on who produces what is ginormous. You guys have no idea. Because SM is gigantic, and so is CJ. JYP is just JYP.
I think JYP gets a lot of I mean, JYP comes with respect because he himself is a legend, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that's him being such a focus of the company is obviously a great thing, but it's also a double-edged sword because he likes heavy creative control, and because he's only one person, they can't do as much stuff.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense, right?
The thing is, SM and CJ, they're pushing out multiple stuff every week.
Yeah.
JYP can't do that. That's where
that's kind of the problem of YG too. When only one, because if you think of SM, we have Isuman, right? So he's obviously a legendary person in the music industry, but he doesn't come out in public, essentially.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And it's I know Big Hit. Oh, what's the? Oh, I forgot his name. The owner of Big Hit.
Bang Seok.
Yeah, Ban Seok.
Hitman Bang.
He's comes out sometimes, but he's not like a celebrity himself, right? Whereas YG and JYP are clearly celebrities and come out on things. So saying that, it means that they more or less recognize SM and Big Hit recognize the fact that this is too big for me to handle myself, right? I'm gonna assemble a team and we're gonna run this like a business. Where
it's a business.
Where I think JYP, I think it's a good thing that he likes to have his hands on everything, but at the same time, it obviously slows down the amount of content that can be released. Yeah. But for me, I think it's too early to drop YG yet. We have to see this year what happens post Senguri scandal, specifically with Blackpink I would say, this release and their American stuff, and then what they're going to do with iKON and Winner now that they have the Treasure Box kids coming. That's going to be very critical for them, I would say.
Here's the thing, right? Every time YG does something stupid, we make fun of them. We're like, ha ha ha, you know, Blackpink ain't coming back, stuff like that. But right now, every comeback matters for YG. Like,
I really hope they do well.
Yeah, because their stocks are just rock bottom, and they're like investments. They need investments.
It also seems like the rivalry was between like not really SM and anyone, but it was like who was gonna like JYP and YG were clearly like versing each other, right? If we compared the original big three, right, that was the competition, because SM was always the more corporate feel, right?
Yeah.
And you think JYP must be the happiest man in the world right now, right? Because like his direct competitor, the other guy who's in the media with him, has like fallen pretty far, right? And all of JYP stuff since Twice came has been gold, right? So it's an interesting dynamic, but I do agree that I think it's too early to drop YG, but the big hit I think definitely deserves a spot at this point, 100%, right? I think they deserve a spot, but it won't be solidified until their next group does well. Until TXT hits it big.
Yes, we'll have to see how TXT hits it big.
I do think CJ, that's an interesting decision to put them in a big four right now. Because I know I know like technically WIZ ONE falls under that banner, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But if we think about like Jellyfish Entertainment, Stone Music, we talking about like Gugudan, we talking about From Us 9. There ain't any huge hitters in that. I know there's huge hitters in terms of the rappers they got, right? AOMG, Amoeba, Highlight, High Music. Those are big names, right? But in terms of the pure K-pop, nothing humongous, I would say.
I mean, I would argue the whole CJ part being there is, or Mnet being there.
I said okay. From that perspective, I would agree then.
Yeah. And that's why I was like, all right, if we're gonna start throwing in companies like CJ, then we gotta be like, all right, is JYP like ready to come to this table? Like that's what I'm thinking. Because SM can do that, JYP can't.
Yeah, SM acquires things. JYP doesn't currently. Not that many.
Yeah. Think about all the celebrities under SM and SMCNC, and then Mystic. That's like every variety show. SM has an influence right there.
But I was shocked. I thought when they said Big Four, it was going to be SM, JYP, YG, and Big Hit. I did not expect it to just drop YG. That was a hot take by the Korean media. But let's move on to our next one. So, Kang Daniel contract explosion. Let's call it that, right?
Oh my god! What a fiasco.
So I'm gonna lay some groundwork because it's very confusing if you don't understand the background. So, Kang Daniel's lawyer refutes L.O.V.E Entertainment's denial of signing joint business contract. So this whole scandal revolves around the fact that Kang Daniel's lawyers are saying L.O.V.E Entertainment, which is his current company, breached contract terms by selling the management his rights to third parties, if that makes any sense. So they're saying, essentially, L.O.V.E is his company. They're the ones who are supposed to be doing everything for him. But they were going off and selling his like rights to his music or rights to this to other companies to manage. So it's like they were allowing, what his lawyers are saying is that they were allowing other companies to get a part of like the Kang Daniel exposure / money, which is kind of shady because Kang Daniel was like, why would you do that, right?
Right.
We don't know exactly what's happening because LM claims that his side is distorting the facts, right? So in a press release, they said Kang Daniel's side has purposefully omitted the fact that in the joint business contract in question, LM still solely holds all the rights to his individual contract and only uses excerpts from his contract to tell a more favorable story on their part, distorting the fact. So what they're saying is they still hold all the rights, right? But they're just letting people do some things. I don't know what the standard business practice is, but I'm going to say in terms of K-pop, it sucks because he should be the one getting his solo debut out of everyone right now. Additionally, because of these scandals, he's cut off all contact with the WIZ ONE members, and he's also left his dorm that the label provided. So he's like cutting... I don't think he's cutting ties with the members right now, but I think he's trying to keep them out of it. I would say, more of a protection thing.
Mm.
But he's definitely trying to cut ties with the company.
I mean, yeah, like I kind of understand why he would cut tie. I mean, stop contacting other WIZ ONE members, because like the more you talk about it, the more exaggerated it gets, and then word spreads, and it kind of like spins out into something that it isn't. So I kind of understand why he's doing that. My question is, what the fuck is LM?
Okay.
What? Because I did some research, right? I was like, what exactly is LM Entertainment?
Isn't it
Right?
confusing?
What?
It's confusing, this whole scenario, right? Because we were like, all right, so he was on MMO Entertainment.
B2M.
Oh no, he was
He was
MMO.
on B2M.
No,
He was on B2M before that, and then MMO took B2M.
What?
Oh.
Right, that's how it happened. B2M became a part of MMO, and then he got switched into LM, and now LM has people from MMO and B2M working for LM.
No. Here's the thing, and LM is a little bit under Swing Entertainment, which managed 101 too. There's a connection there as well. It's like super messy how this agency. It's like a third sub agency of an agency. It's just really confusing because there's so many players. Because MMO is still involved, because LM said, we have continued delivered our intentions to call off the joint business contract with MMO if Kang Daniel truly disfavors it. However, Kang Daniel has only responded with a legal suit asking for the nullification of his exclusive contract. So MMO was still involved, even though he's claiming he's under LM now. So it's so weird, right?
Yeah. Here's. I'm gonna put on my tinfoil hat, right? I'm gonna start thinking, start imagining things. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. Kang Daniel, obviously, just a gold mine, just waiting to be picked at right now, right?
Yeah.
Everyone wants a pie of Kang Daniel, right?
You mean a piece of the pie?
We all want a piece of the gold, a piece of the pie. So they're like,
pie.
I want to be in it. I want to be in it. Who's in MMO? Kang Daniel and the oldest guy. Min Ji-sung. Yeah, Yoon Ji-sung. They take him. They split him off of MMO and then pull him into LM, where they create a new company for as many parties as possible to be involved in profiting off of Kang Daniel and Yoon Ji-sung.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think might have happened.
I think the problem is that there was never like a clean break off from any of his older companies, so they've retained partial rights and stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like.
And it seems to me that Kang Daniel's kind of sick of all this. I think number one, he made a mistake by staying around after his MMO contract ended, but it seems like, from if I put on a tinfoil hat, that he wants to leave this conglomeration to just join a traditional label, where like it's not confusing and there's not all these people, and he wants like a label that has a proven track record, right? Where it's like, all right, I just have to be an artist and make the company money. Simple, right?
The really shadiest part is LM was made on January 30th of this year.
Yeah, it was made just for them. It was
strange. Made just for them. So that's where all the shady parts are coming from. Like,
but yeah, we don't know exactly what the outcome of this will be. But the things we do know is that it's delaying his comeback, and it's like one of those situations that once you try to leave the company, it's just awkward, right? The outcome, and it's just gonna delay his debut even further. So unfortunate. All right.
I don't think he'll be able to come back for like 6 months. Like,
I think at a minimum they got to go through a lawsuit, which is going to take like 3 or 4 months. Then it would take him time to find a new company, and then he would have to make a new like album thing, which is going to take some time. So it's going to be a while. It sucks overall. All right. Lastly, let's continue this dumpster fire real quick. I'm just going to read off the news articles. We ain't even going to discuss it this week. So, Senguri newly booked for distributing illegal sexual content via social networks. Senguri reportedly admits charges of sharing hidden camera content without consent. Police received confessions confirming Senguri acting as a prostitution liaison. Senguri charged with an additional count of embezzlement. That's the Senguri news. Next one. Police search former FT Island member Jonghyun and 2 police officers' homes to investigate bribery allegations. Jonghyun charged with filming hidden camera videos on top of his 5 distribution charges.
Oh my god.
The last 2. Senguri encouraged chat room members to change their cell phones. Senguri's last message in the chat room was, "We're in trouble, change your phones." Lastly, Seoul police arrest 13 people and book 103 others with regards to the Burning Sun scandal.
Wow.
So I think the only thing we have to say is that this goes way more than just K-pop idols. There's business people involved. There's police officers involved.
Far into that.
There's apparently
yeah.
billionaires and drug traffickers involved. It's gotten
Triad from Taiwan.
It's
apparently.
gotten bananas. But I don't think I really don't want to cover this anymore in the terms of discussion. So we'll just like keep you updated on the main news stories that break about it. Let's move on to our quick takes finally. So Suzy reportedly leaving JYP. Wow. So
Wow.
Suzy's contract with JYP will end on March 31st. She won't be renewing her contract, but will be moving somewhere else, and JYP has confirmed that. The surprising thing to me is that she didn't leave when her first contract was up.
Yeah. I was expecting this kind of.
Because I'm pretty sure 2 years ago when they were 7 years and Miss A kind of broke up, she signed again with JYP for 2 years, which was the surprising thing. But honestly, great run. Everyone made a lot of money. I don't think there's any real hard feelings on this one. Lastly, DSP Media confirms official disbandment of boy group Ajax.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
I wasn't really big in Ajax, but I knew of them. So
Yeah.
kind of sad whenever groups disband.
Hmm.
But lastly, upcoming releases. So on April 2nd tomorrow, 볼빨간 산춘기 is coming back.
Yes.
I'm hyped for that. And then
사춘기.
the big one, April 5th, Wednesday. Wait, April 5th is not Wednesday. April 5th is a Friday.
April 3rd.
What you doing?
It is Friday.
It's Friday, April 5th. Blackpink is coming back,
Okay.
y'all. That's the whole point we're going to make. And this is probably the most critical release in the last year. Like, in terms of the stakes that are at play right now.
At least like the past like 5 years. Like, let's be real.
If this is not at the level of do, it's going to be a complete mess. Like, I think this is my most anticipated comeback of the year, just because of the context of it.
There's a lot riding on this one. I'd be like hella nervous if I was Blackpink.
So lastly, so going back to our question from Brandon this week. If you had an opportunity to make an idol supergroup with anyone from any company, gender, or even generation, who would you pick, and what type of songs would they make? Wow, that's a loaded question.
Such a difficult question.
All right, I tried. Of course, I made a girl group, right? Because that's my thing. My caveats were, I broke one of them. The first one was that they had to be active idols. That was my thing. So this is this generation's idols. Number 2, I tried to limit it to one person from a group, but it didn't happen, y'all. So here's my group. This is my super team. First one. So my main vocal / leader is Sejong from Gugudan. Yes.
Dang, that's unexpected.
My main dancer is Momo from Twice. My ace and the glue member who does everything is Sugi from Red Velvet. My center / variety star is Sana from Twice. And my maknae is Songso from Uju Sonyo.
You made a whole
Wow.
role called maknae.
Yes, because Songso's just the maknae. So here's the reasoning. First thing, they're all within 4 years of each other. Sugi is 94, Momo, Sejong, and Sana are all 96, and Songso is 98. So the ages make sense, right?
Yeah.
Number 2, I covered, other than English, all of the Asian market. Well, no, okay. I covered Japan and China market, right?
You covered East Asia.
I covered the East Asian market. I was debating putting Lisa instead of Momo, right? That was the one thing I might have switched out. The reasoning I didn't though was because the type of music I wanted them to produce. So my kind of favorite type of music is somewhere in between Girl Crush and Bubblegum, right? Like that's my stuff. I would say a little bit more Girl Crush than WIZ ONE is doing. And I think all of these members kind of fit that concept. But I can't see Lisa doing a cutesy concept, but I'd like to see it.
Right.
That'd be funny.
I'd like it that. I want Blackpink to come out with a pure bubblegum song.
You know what? Like, on those like end of the year stuff
They should.
where they trade songs.
They
like,
should.
Blackpink should do a Twice song. Or something
Blackpink
like
should do a
that.
Twice song. It would be lit. But the other reason for my comp is Sejong. I think is super underrated as a vocalist. She was fire on Produce Season 1. Now she's not that popular. We gotta throw her in. Momo's a great dancer, but she's not really the center of any group. So she's I don't want to call her a filler member, but she doesn't have to be the front center, right? We'll give her a dance break. You'll be solid. Sugi's our ace member because I think Sugi's pound for pound the most talented female idol. That's a hot take, but that's my personal opinion.
I agree.
Center / variety. Like, come on, Sana. Can't live without it, right? Like, it's just Sana. You gotta put her in the middle. And then in terms of Maknae, I have Songso because we gotta cover that Chinese market, get that Chinese money, right? Number 2, she's also good because she could do that acrobatic stuff, and she doesn't have to be the main focused. I think in Uju Sonyo, they made a mistake by putting her in the center the entire time. Because I don't think she has the skills to back it up objectively.
I mean, I do think she would make a good like supporting dancer behind Mo, like a center.
Yeah,
lead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's my team. I don't know. My problem with this was these are all in between 94 and 98, and I really wanted to put a lot younger kids in it, but it would just throw the age range off. Like Hwang Ye-ji, she's like 2000. Chaewon from WIZ ONE is 2000. It would just throw off my age range, so I couldn't.
Who cares?
Warren. So Warren's group is called Warren's Cute Juice Avengers. I don't know what that
Name
is.
is that? What?
I mean, it's just like the group doesn't actually have to be called Cute Juice Avengers. It's like it's just what I want to call it because this group would make like bubblegum ass cute kind of poppy kind of stuff, So for main vocal, I put Yuju from G-Friend.
That's
Given
so solid.
it's very solid, given her track record with G-Friend, knowing her abilities, both with her great singing and solid dancing, I thought she would be perfect as a main vocalist. Now my next pick is very controversial, and I know it, but I'm gonna just fucking do it anyways. And it's lead vocalist Subin from Cosmic Girls.
Bro, what are you thinking, bro?
I first of all, she is hella underrated. She's the main vocalist of that group. She's like main vocal. She ain't lead vocal. She's the main.
No, she's not.
She had like a lot of the singing parts up until Yeonjung joined.
Bro, I'm gonna argue you about Uju Sonyo knowledge here.
Boy.
The main vocal before her was Dawon, dude.
It was a Dawon Subin like kind of like duo thing, and then Dawon and Subin have very different kind of singing styles, right? Like Subin's voice tone is very unique, and I want that in my group.
Man, you crazy.
I want that.
You crazy, bro.
I want her voice. I'm sorry. It's just, the voice is necessary for the genre I'm going for. So I'll put her in, even though there might be better choices out there. I'll put her in. You can't say anything because it's my group. All right.
All right.
All right. Let's tone it down for a second because next pick I think you guys might agree with. She's my lead vocalist, lead dancer / center, and that's again Sinbi from G-Friend. And I didn't want to pick two people from G-Friend, but I couldn't think of anyone better who's like more
Sugi.
appropriate.
Sugi.
Yeah, I didn't want to choose Sugi because you chose Sugi.
Because Sugi's the best.
Maybe Sugi instead of Shinbi, but
No, I think Shinbi's underrated. Because like obviously Uju Sonyo's dancing. I mean, Uju Sonyo. No, Yeoja Chingu. Yeoja Chingu's dancing is so difficult, and they have to be so in sync. There's no room for like creativity for one member, if that makes.
Yeah.
And so that's why she doesn't get enough recognition.
For my main dancer, I got Momo from Twice.
I agree with that.
I couldn't think of anyone better. Honestly, I'm sorry.
The other people you could have picked, honestly, it like came down to like Sugi again, right? Because she could be there.
Yeah.
You could pick Lisa, but that doesn't fit your team.
No. So I had to go with Momo.
Yeah.
And my rapper / sub vocalist.
Wow.
That's right.
Wow.
I gotta be the fanboy. I put out Takahashi Juri, Lim,
Bro, here's a hot take.
Tamago rapper.
Do you want a hot take?
Oh my god, what do you want?
I don't like judging this because it's not my place to do it, but like, where's your visual line at, bro?
Oh my!
Wait.
What?
There's Judy. What are you talking about?
All right, I'll give you that.
Wow.
You do know. Like 9/10 out of K-pop is about visuals, right?
Hey.
And if Produce 48 proved anything, was that visuals will get in the team regardless of how good they are.
Hey, you know what? These people are gonna come together, do a really, really bubblegum cute song, and call it good. So don't worry,
Momo's gonna do a bubblegum song. Okay, fam.
Come on, she can do it. She done it twice. It's good. We got this. All right.
All right. Sorry for my hot take, but it had to happen.
Can I do one more bonus group?
Of course.
So I mean, I was like, you know what if I go the complete opposite route and do this like hip hop kind of girl crush kind of shit, like that, like like hard hitting, that kind of stuff. So I chose two rappers, one main rapper who would be the center as well, and with a high pitch. This is Chun So-yeon from G-Idol. I think y'all can agree. She's very solid talent.
Yeah, if I played around with just a girl crush group, and she was like first round, first pick, by far.
Yeah, she was the first pick I made for this.
It was like that, and like Chungha were my two first picks for a girl crush group.
My lead rapper, it would be Nada from What's Up.
Really? Okay.
Only because Chun So-yeon has a more of a high pitched voice tone, right? So we gotta switch it up. We gotta get a low tone kind of voice going, like someone who can do like the low voice, and that's who out there is very, very solid with the low pitch voices. That's Nada from What's Up. I saw her on Pretty Raptor 3. She's solid. She ain't great, but she's solid. Like she can hold shit up.
She's enough.
This age range is nuts, but continue.
I don't care. The main dancer sub rapper would obviously be Lisa from Blackpink.
Well, that makes sense.
I think that makes perfect
sense. Click, clap, bada bing, bada boom. Okay.
The leader / main vocal, Hyorin from Sistar.
Wow.
Because I got her voice tone would fit perfectly with everything I'm trying to do.
Who's this featuring act here? I see here.
So this group only got 4 members. So I was like, you know what? They need a featuring artist to like mix things up. Who is perfect for it? Jackie Y from Indigo.
Wow.
Yo, if you can get Jackie Y to dance, I'll completely support this group.
She could, baby.
Have you seen her trying to dance? My God, you kidding me?
I don't know, bro.
No.
All right, that's enough girl groups. Anita, let's hear your guy group fantasy team.
This question was very hard for me because I found myself choosing people, but the age range was way too big. So
I mean, I don't really
I kind of opted for going by more of a concept, right? So my concept is more like the complete opposite of like bubblegum.
This is like a dance team. It's
a dance team, but it's a dance team like with a darker.
Yeah, this
aura,
is a dark theme
like
dance.
Serious, not cute. So the first person that I chose is Moonbin from Astro.
Yeah,
and he would be the main dancer sub vocal. I'm kind of not too sure about the positions because they're all really good dancers and they're all really good singers. So I feel like they could do it all. But Moonbin would be in it, and then Yugyum from GOT7, and then Jae-hee, Mingyu from 17, and Shonu from Monster X. And I guess the position that I think is pretty solid is Shonu as leader and main vocal. He's a really good leader for Monster X, but I don't think he gets enough time or enough chances to sing or
is
to
my
show
bias in
off his vocal. It's your bias?
Yes, Shonu. That boy, the vibration. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Waka waka waka. Okay.
Yes.
No, Anita gets it. All right, continue.
Yeah. And then I guess another position that's pretty set is Mingyu as rapper and sub vocal. I added sub vocal because he in the rap sub unit of 17, he has had some chances to sing, and I think he's really good, and I think he should do it more. So that would be his position. And then see, I don't know what to do with Yugyeom and Jaehyun because they're both really good dancers and they're good vocalists. I think Jaehyun has a deeper tone. Like his vocal range is pretty low, and Yugyeom is a little bit higher, so they would complement each other, and also be a sub vocal. Although I feel like he could probably be lead too, but that's like 3 lead vocals.
Who cares?
Well, y'all need more vocals.
Yeah, so that's group.
Swag. Yo, some people I also wanted to put in my group were like Wendy, because I think she's the best vocalist right now in this generation. That was a struggle. If we wanted to go full visuals, I had to throw Irene into something, but she's like, the problem with Irene is her age doesn't fit with all the other groups I wanted to make. Like, if we had Irene and some of the like WIZ ONE kids, we got like a 12-year difference going on.
Who cares? 12 years is a project group. Just do it. Why didn't you do it?
Because I wanted to be realistic, but
I mean, you know who I considered and didn't put in?
Oh no, who?
Because I built the Cute Choose Avengers around somebody. Then I took that person out and put Subin in.
Who?
Sunny from Girl Generation.
Oh, snap.
What?
You got like a grandma with a bunch of children here.
I mean,
Not that
like,
old.
see, that was yeah, but like, if she was like in the same age range now, like, that would make the perfect
If we
sense.
have no questions a week, we're gonna do this again, but with members from groups that have disbanded.
Ooh.
All right, fair.
That'd be fair. Like, we could do the older stuff. But I want to thank Brandon once again for this question. It made me think so much, bro. You occupied so much of my brain power this week.
This is true.
But this has been SojuTalk, the weekly shot of Kpop. I'm Doug, and I'd like to thank Warren and Anita for joining me. Please like, subscribe, download us, and leave us feedback and questions at SojuTalkPodcast@gmail.com, YouTube, Reddit, wherever you are finding us. We will see you next week when we review Blackpink's comeback. Let's go. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for the 200 subs.